We're joined by Wisconsin grad senior Nick Boyd. He's averaging a career high 20.3 points in his first year at Wisconsin. Nick, what's clicking for you as a Badger?
Man, it's just the opportunity. Coach, give me the opportunity to have the ball in my hands. We play at such a fast pace, so just so many more possessions. But yeah, just my teammates and my coaches giving me the opportunity to be myself and just be aggressive at all times and just have fun. So it's been a great match so far.
The Wisconsin backcourt is the highest scoring combo in the Big Ten, yourself and John Blackwell. How quickly has that chemistry developed, and how are you able to make that happen so fast?
Yeah, I mean, at first, just like anything, when I first got here, just trying to fill each other out. In the summer, we were kind of more going against each other a lot more in the summer, just to, build that competitiveness throughout our group. But as we got to the fall and more towards the season, we try to, play on the same team. And obviously, just like anything, when you're playing with a new group of guys, you have your ups and downs, and we had that as a group. Some games I was good, some games I was bad, some games he was good, some games he wasn't what he thought he was capable of. But just that consistency of just staying together and obviously just learning each other more and more has allowed us just to play off each other and knowing like it's my turn, your turn kind of thing. So it's just been awesome.
You made a stop last year at San Diego State. Did that make this journey coming to Wisconsin a little bit easier, knowing that you'd already gone through that process of transferring into a new group and assimilating yourself with that team?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, man, I'm San Diego State's the reason I'm in this position I am now. I mean, they gave me the keys over there as well, and they allowed me to, be myself, be aggressive and try to, take the team as far as we could in terms of just being a point guard and having the ball in my hands. And that's why I had to, learn how to, work through some mistakes, the ups and downs of, kind of being the guy in a sense. And that so I give them all the credit. Without them, I'm not at Wisconsin and I'm not thriving the way I am. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty easier in the sense to just get adapted and kind of understand that throughout the summer when you're learning new things, there's highs and lows of it, and just continue to just keep your head down and work.
I heard you say after the Michigan State game that your college journey has been crazy.
Yeah,
What has been the craziest part from when Nick entered college back in 2020 to now?
yeah, man. I entered a long time ago, but I'd probably just say craziest part is probably me breaking my foot. I started at Florida Atlantic, broke my foot after my freshman year. I played a lot for a freshman under Coach May, about 15 minutes a game, and I was looking to be like the starting point guard for my sophomore year. And right when that year was coming up, in about September, late September, I broke my foot right in October, and I decided, I was going back and forth, like, when I got surgery, and came back, like, should I play again or should I just redshirt? And I had a long talk with my family, and we decided to redshirt, and it was a tough decision, something I went back and forth on for hours and hours and days, but ultimately that gave me that extra year to be where I'm at right now. And then I broke my foot again at San Diego State right before the season started in July, and I was ready just before in October, and like going back to San Diego State, just their belief to just throw me right out there after not even practicing in the summer at all, and having about a week and a half to get prepared to play a high level team in UC San Diego, just speaks volumes of how much they believed in me.
Where do you think you've improved the most from that kid that was walking on campus so many years ago?
Yeah, I mean, just my confidence. Basketball is about confidence. I always been someone who's put the work in, but sometimes it's a little different when you out there and under the lights, and you don't really display what you really have. So just my confidence and obviously the ups and downs of learning how to keep working when things might not go your way, or So I just say confidence and really believing in myself. It's really just a mental game, but also my ability to just get downhill using my quickness and speed. I work tirelessly on that in my finishing. So just something, I feel like is really effective as a guard. You're able to get in the paint and finish, but definitely just confidence and understanding, like, when things go bad, it's all right. Just stay confident and keep believing.
When the lights have been brightest this year, Wisconsin has shined the brightest, three top 10 wins. What is it about that big stage that has you guys playing your best basketball?
Yeah, I mean, not. I just think our team, man, our teams came together. We came a long way as a group. just making, covering up for each other. And, when those lights are brightest, it just brings out our greatest energy. And that's not to say, when we don't play the top 10 teams, we shouldn't bring that energy, but it's just a different juice. And, for myself, I'm trying to prove myself. And I know guys on my team are doing the same thing. So just our togetherness and our will to, keep encouraging. I feel like our huddles and timeouts have gotten better. And obviously we'd had moments so far this year that kind of prove that we can hang with anybody in the country. And we're just trying to build on that.
One of those road wins was at Michigan, their lone loss of the year, obviously against the coach that you have a long relationship with. Just what's your relationship like with Coach May, and how much fun was it to compete against him and kind of get the one up on him there?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, Coach May is a great coach. Obviously, we seen what he's doing. We seen what he did at Florida Atlantic, and kind of just same like my journey. Just to see his journey unfold, and have that that up close and behind the scenes look at it has been awesome. But man, he's came a long way. And I'm happy for him. But when we were in Ann Arbor, it was all guns blazing. And I'm fortunate enough, to give them their only loss. I mean, they're a great team, and I mean, I don't know. They might win it all. So unless we knock them off, we can. But yeah, it was just awesome to play, compete against them, and just to see him. Man, I haven't seen him in a couple years, so just to see him up close and see a bunch of the assistant coaches too, who I've been in the gym tirelessly with, working every single day, and we created lifelong memories in terms of going to the Final Four as a group. It was just awesome, but I just did my best to try to get that one up, so it was fun.
You guys have not dropped back-to-back games in 2026. What do you need to do against Iowa to make sure that trend continues?
Yeah, I mean, talk about Iowa, man. Physical team, defensive-minded team, playing real good basketball right now. And, obviously they got the guard in Bennett Sturts, who's going to be real aggressive and trying to take over. So I just think it's up to us. I mean, it's really on us about just, playing with that same swag, confidence. And, we at home, one of our last few times in the Kohl Center. So, get it rocking and stay together no matter what.
You have the opportunity to be in a rare group of guys that have taken three different teams to an NCAA tournament. What would
Yeah.
it mean to you to get another trip to the Big Dance?
Yeah, I mean, it's, everything you dream of as a kid. I mean, talking about at FAU as a freshman, I probably never imagined, it was a dream just to get to the tournament, and I'll be grateful enough to be there so many times and do it with different universities and high level universities. It's a blessing, but we have lot more work to get done. Obviously we got that finish up these next 5 games here. Big one on Sunday. I'm looking forward to against one of the better teams in the Big Ten, and going on a West Coast trip where we can come together more and spend time together, and then finish up at home senior night and then Purdue. So and then that Big Ten tournament. So before we get to that March Madness, we got a lot more work to get done, but it would be a huge accomplishment and something I look back on probably when I'm older and be like, dang. I mean, I always talked about the NCAA tournament with my family and my mom. It'd be pretty special.
Sometimes the narrative around modern college sports is that there's an issue with transfers. People transfer too much, and maybe you're not able to create a connection with that place. But I've seen over the summer, you had a basketball camp at FAU. You've
Yeah.
only been at Wisconsin for a matter of months, and you hosted a backpack drive around the holiday season. Just how important is it to you to connect to all these different places that you've had the opportunity to play?
Yeah, I mean, just like anything in life, I feel like, the pros and cons of everything. I mean, there's good things and bad things. And obviously, in this world we live in, everybody loves to highlight the bad things, the negative things in life. But I mean, I'm just extremely grateful for the experiences I've had. I mean, I probably wouldn't have transferred if coach didn't get a life-changing opportunity. I probably would be at FAU and finish my career there. But he had a life-changing opportunity, and we were all there for him and encouraged him to do so. So when he left for Michigan, it was kind of like, you man, what's next for me? And that landed me at San Diego State, where it was just a amazing experience that one year. And obviously, with the transfer portal and how it goes, I mean, when you have the opportunity to transfer again and play at the highest level in a sense, in terms of Big Ten with best competition night in and night out, as a competitor, is just something I wanted to do. So yeah, I mean, I've been able to create just crazy memories in short times. I mean, San Diego State, I still talk to the coaches, I mean, every couple days, and they're always showing me love. And I was out there last summer just hanging out before I came back to Madison, and I'll probably do the same this summer. So I created a home there, and then obviously at Florida Atlantic, I hosted my basketball camp there because it was just a special place. I mean, kind of the place that gave me the stage and the spotlight to be Nick Boyd and turn me into more of a man or a household name in a sense. And then obviously Wisconsin, another special place. I want to come back on, what I'm gonna remember it for because I think we have some special moments and special things to do. But I mean, it's been going great so far, and I'm just grateful that I'm in this position right now because of those previous two spots, and hopefully, end off on a high note.
Last one for you, Nick, would just be what do you hope young students, young student athletes around the country can take from Nick Boyd's story? At some point in the next month,
Yeah,
handful of months, you're going to take the jersey off for the final time in college. What do you
man.
hope they take from your story?
Yeah, I just hope they understand my passion for the game. Whether I've been the best player on the team, the worst player of the team, I always had that passion and came to practice every single day with a smile on my face, just trying to get better. And yeah, I mean, I'm just somebody who loves the game, somebody who works his tail off, and I hope they understand. Sometimes it can take years to just keep getting better and better and better, but if you just keep your head down and if you truly believe, I mean from FAU to here. Nobody probably would have really thought Nick Boyd would be what he is, but if you really believe and you have that work ethic, you honestly can really achieve anything in life.
Nick, congratulations on all your success. Best of luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate you. Thank you guys for having me.